Welcome to chilly Hillsboro, Wisconsin, here at Hillsboro High School. We're set for the Hillsboro Tigers 11 and 5 versus the Iowa Grant Panthers 1 and 14. Hillsboro enters tonight's contest on a 3-game winning streak and winning 5 of 7 so far in the month of January. Coming off a huge conference victory against Royal last Friday night, the girls will look to keep things in the winner's circle tonight. Leading scoring for Hillsboro, Violet Morin with 16 points per game, Kira Bezerick adding 11, and Cameron Hansen averaging 8. Rebounding for Hillsboro, Violet Morin leads the way with 11 per game, followed by Tony Mitchell's 5. And the all-important assist, Kira Bezerick leading the way with 3 per game, followed by the senior captain, Malia Liska, with 2. However, Iowa Grant coming in reeling from a 6-game losing streak and losing 14 of their last 15 games will look to get back in the winning column against the tough Hillsboro team. On paper, it looks as though Hillsboro should run away with this game, and if they lose, it would be a bigger disappointment than an Aaron Rodgers-led football team. Keys for tonight will be rebounds and points inside the paint, and as always, there is no substitute for hustle. Stay tuned for our national anthem upcoming and our starting lineups. Get ready for a fun-filled night of basketball. There you have it. Our starting lineups for tonight. Again for Iowa Grant, Adriana Jelly, Alexis Vavrika, Jalissa Quartz, Ashley Rundy, and Jackie Hawes. For Hillsboro, Kira Bezeric, Malia Liska, Violet Moore, and Tony Mitchell, and Cameron Hansen. Violet Moore and Vavrika set to tip it off. Tip controlled by Hillsboro. Liska driving to the right side, up and in for early 2 points for Hillsboro. Liska on the board. Hillsboro applying full court pressure early in the game here. Stolen by Bezeric, and they're going to say she stepped out of bounds. So she gets a steal and a turnover. And Iowa Grant will retain possession. They'll inbound the ball to Jelly. Jelly caught in traffic, brings it across court to Vavrika. Far side drive and a shot by Quartz doesn't go. Rebound Bezeric. She'll bring the ball out and down the floor she comes. Finds Liska on the far side. Clear across court to Hansen. Now top the key to Mitchell. Mitchell on the near side to Bezeric. Bezeric's going to feed Violet Morin inside. And Morin's going to take a dribble and put her in. Violet Morin on the board. Hillsboro applying full court pressure. Hillsboro should coast away with this team. As Bezeric steals the ball, she'll drive it on the right side. Tried to get it to Hansen. The ball's going to go out of bounds. Iowa Grant finds themselves in a much stronger conference, I believe. Not stronger than Bangor, but overall, from head to tails, Iowa Grant, that SWAL conference is a tougher conference. Rundy with the ball, and she's going to dribble around, and they'll get a 10-second violation as Iowa Grant fails to get the ball across the timeline and the 10-second time limit. Bezeric on the near sideline to inbound the ball for Hillsboro. Bezeric will inbound to Liska, and Liska across the timeline to Bezeric into the front court. Bezeric goes far side to Liska. Liska on the far wing with the ball. Liska will bring it near the free throw line. Step it back out, Bezeric. Bezeric back to Liska. Liska near side to Hansen. Hansen going to try to field it. Violet Morin. Morin with the ball. Dribble. And she's going to get fouled and go to the line for 2 shots. She's fouled underneath. First foul of the game. Iowa Grant foul on Ashley Rundy. Her first personal. Team's first. Violet's first shot on the way. Rattles around the rim and in. So she rattles one home. Violet is a 54% free throw shooter coming into tonight. And she'll make the second one. Rundy to inbound. She'll inbound it to Quartz. Quartz brings it near side to Jelly. Jelly working, trying to get the ball up the floor. She'll take up. And she's going to go out of bounds at the ball. Hillsboro with the full court pressure. Iowa Grant struggling with it right now. Cameron Hansen on the near side, near the midcourt to inbound the ball. She'll dump it into Liska, and Liska will bring it across into the front court to the far side to Bezeric. Bezeric now in the front court with the ball. Bezeric driving down the left side, all by herself. Lays it up, doesn't go. Rebound Tony Mitchell. She'll dump it to Bezeric. 3-point shot from the baseline, and Bezeric will rattle it home. 3-point shot by Bezeric. And Hillsboro out to a quick 9-0 lead here early in the first half. Rundy will kick the ball down to Jelly. Jelly back out to Pause. To Jelly. Jelly out front with the ball. She'll find Quartz. And to Vavrika, and she'll drive and to the bottom of the basket. Rebound Violet Morin. Outlet Kira Bezeric, and Bezeric to the near side Liska. Liska tried to go cross court. She picked up one too many steps. Liska looking for a warm place to travel tonight. So Rundy will get set to inbound for the Panthers, and she does. She'll find Quartz to Jelly, and Jelly's going to go visit the concession stand with the ball and turn the ball over to Hillsboro. She walks out of bounds with it. In the game for Hillsboro, Lexi Thorson. She's checking in for Kira Bizarek. Tony Mitchell on the near baseline to inbound the ball for the Tigers. Morin and Liskey get their feet tangled up. Inbound pass to Hansen, back to Mitchell. Now to Morin. Top of the key, Hansen for three, and hits nothing but the bottom of the net. As Cameron Hansen tickles the twines for three. Hillsboro 12-0. Early going here first half. Jelly with the ball. She jumped up, almost stolen. And now Rundy. Rundy will get it across. She'll dump it near side to Vavrika. She'll get it to Rundy. Rundy on the near wing with the ball. Rundy working the wing, finds Vavrika on baseline. She'll drive down, get stuck in traffic. Nowhere to go, and they're going to call her for traveling. She got spread out and drug her pivot foot. Checking into the game is Julia Searles. And we're going to have a 30-second timeout called by Melissa Martinez and the Iowa Panthers. We'll stay right here, 12-0 Hillsboro. Hillsboro's girls coming off that big win in Royal the other night. 2 games behind Bangor, and Bangor with a very tough schedule. So the girls are still in it for a conference championship. So are the boys mathematically. The boys are still alive. They just need a whole lot of help. Tony Mitchell inbound on the far baseline to Cameron Hansen. Hansen will bring the ball up the floor for the Tigers. Hansen near side to Thorson. Thorson takes it near top of the key free throw line. She'll pull up, pump fake off Jalen Blower now in the game. And now Cameron Hansen will drive right side. Doesn't go. Rundy rebound. Rundy's going to outlet. And it's almost stolen by Tony Mitchell. Tipped out of bounds. Iowa Grant will maintain possession of the ball. Rundy will go toward the Hillsboro bench to inbound the ball for Iowa Grant. In the game, Lily Von Falkenstein for Violet Morin. Rundy will inbound it to Jelly. Jelly crosses the timeline into the front court for the Panthers. Now Vavrika, near side ring to Searles. Rather Hawes, and the ball stolen by Tony Mitchell. She'll find Lily Von Falkenstein streaking down the right side. Lay in is good. So Lily takes her from Mitchell and all the way to the rack for 2. And now the ball's going to be stolen by Cameron Hansen. Iowa Grant struggling with the full court pressure that Hillsboro's putting on. Hillsboro to inbound the ball. Jalen Blower to inbound underneath Hillsboro's own basket. Tony Mitchell now going to inbound the ball. And Mitchell's going to find Cameron Hansen. Throws one up from the left side. Lays it in for 2.
No, that was not Cameron Hansen. That was Von Falkenstein that made the basket.
Are you sure? Now we're going to have a second foul of the night. I think a blocking foul on. Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure, but I'll look.
You can use my phone if you want.
I got it. Just help me keep track of it.
Kira Bizarek to inbound for Hillsboro. She'll find Blower to Thorson. Thorson jump shot. Thorson's going to nail it for 2. Lexi Thorson on the board now. And Lily Von Falkenstein's going to steal the ball, bring it back up court. Kira Bizarek driving down the lane. She'll go left side and in. So Hillsboro just too much right now for Iowa Grant. Leading 20-0, still early in the first half. So I'm assuming we got ourselves a full timeout while Jill's doing some instant replay. I'd like to thank the Farmer State Bank for supporting Hillsboro Athletics and the Hillsboro Tiger Athletic Booster Club. I'd also like to thank the Hillsboro Brewing Company in Hillsboro for all their support they've given the Hillsboro Athletic Booster Club and the Hillsboro Tigers. Thank you for the Metco team for supporting Hillsboro Tiger Athletics. And I see Hillsboro coming back on the floor already. On the floor for Hillsboro have Jalen Blower, Kira Bizarek, Lexi Thorson, Savannah Britsky, and Lily Von Falkenstein.
You're right. She was.
And
She
so
was
the
our
basket
player.
was by Cameron Hansen. Check my score here. And everything checks out. I got 20 points for Hillsboro and 0 for Iowa Grant. Iowa Grant using their. They charged the timeout to Hillsboro, so apparently Hillsboro with a full timeout. And ball's inbounded to Jelly. And I apologize to our Iowa Grant fan base here if I totally destroy these names. I'll do the best I can. Von Falkenstein down for Hillsboro. She'll steal the ball, go coast to coast, and have it somewhat blocked. Rebound is Julia Searles. And Searles will bring the ball up the floor and out to the near side to Courts. Courts out front to Vavrika. Now Jelly on the wing. Jelly brings it near the top to Key. Driving down, dump it back out to Searles. Searles and Jelly back to Searles. And she brings it out from the front court. Heavy pressure by Kira Bizarek for Hillsboro. Now find Jelly. 3-point shot from the wing off the back. The iron rebound, Lily Von Falkenstein. She's going to get called for the old Texas two-step there. And she got a third step involved as she's get called for traveling. So checking in is Rundy. She's going to check in for, turn around, show me your number, Jelly. So Rundy in the game. I don't know, do we need to do something? My headset went ching. So Savannah Britsky's going to steal the ball, jump in front of the Vavrika pass, and now to Lexi Thorson. Lexi Thorson pulls up, head fake to Jalen Blower. She drives the right side. Jalen Blower on the board for his deuce. Hillsboro exploding early and often here in this first game that we're broadcasting tonight. Hawes with the ball. She's going to dump it to Rundy out front. Now to Searles. Searles down, I believe it's Vavrika. She's going to drive in and going to be fouled by Lily Von Falkenstein. She'll go to the line to shoot a pair of free throws. Try to break the ice for Iowa Grant. No pun intended, although it feels like there's a lot of ice around tonight. So Alexis first shot off the back of the iron. She'll line up for a second one. Checking into the game is Jelly's back in the game and 15. Terrace Baker. I can say Baker. Free throw errant. Rundy tried to save it, goes out of bounds. Hillsboro's going to inbound the ball near their own bench. And Blower will inbound to Bizarek, and Bizarek brings the ball up the floor for the Tigers. Bizarek brings it to the near side to Blower. Blower feeds a wide open Violet Morin underneath. Morin misses first shot, gets the rebound, puts it in second. So Violet Morin. Dropping the ball. Jelly's going to go to the far side. Courts. And a long range shot by Rundy doesn't go. Rebound Morin. Outlet Blower and near side to Von Falkenstein. She's going to find wide open Savannah Britsky underneath. So Savannah Britsky's going to score off the Von Falkenstein assist. And she'll go to the line to shoot a free throw. Try to make 3 points the old-fashioned way. Savannah Britsky's a 75% free throw shooter on the year. Hands off the back of the iron. Rebound Violet Morin. She'll dump it out to Kira Bizarek. Head fake. She drives the center of the lane. Up and doesn't go. Bizarek with her own rebound, and she'll go to the line now to shoot 2 free throws as she was fouled. Last foul was on Rundy, her second personal. Now this foul is on Rundy also. So she finds herself in foul trouble early. She has 3 of the 4 Iowa Grant fouls here. Still early going first half. Bizarek misses the first free throw. Kira coming into tonight's game 59% free throw shooter. And her second shot is true. Then Jelly to inbound the ball. Hillsboro's called off the Dogs, leading 27-0. No more full court pressure from Hillsboro. It appears that Lily Von Falkenstein will pick up defense at half court. Jelly brings it across near wing. Try to force it inside, and Kira Bezeric will steal it. Pull up, looking for someone else. She finds Liska on the near side wing. Now Liska drives the lane down the middle, in and out. Liska with her own rebound. Gets up Bezeric. 3-point shot from top of the key off the back of the iron. Rebound Jelly, and here come the Panthers. Cross court to Amaya Fisher. Fisher in the game now for Iowa Grant. And I believe Baker got tied up in the corner. Possession arrow, Iowa Grant. Fisher will inbound the ball for Iowa Grant. She gets into Jelly. Jelly in the corner. She'll dump it out front. Stolen by Lily Von Falkenstein. Gets away from her. And now finally Savannah Britsky comes up with it. Spinning move on a drive. And Britsky is going to get fouled on the drive. And he'll go to the line to shoot a pair of free throws. And we have a 30-second timeout called by Iowa Grant. Their third timeout. They've got 2 left. So Britsky will be going to the free throw line to shoot free throws for Hillsboro. She came into the game as a 75% free throw shooter. So Hillsboro leading 27-0, almost halfway through the first half of this non-conference game. On the floor for Hillsboro, Morin, Von Falkenstein, Bezeric, Liska, and Savannah Britsky shooting the ball. Britsky's first shot is good. She'll line up for shot number 2. Fisher, Hawes, and Britsky makes them both. And Tony Mitchell will check into the game for Savannah Britsky. And checking in the game for Iowa Grant is McKenna McPhail. She will check in for Baker. So Fisher across to Jelly. Tried to feed it back into Jelly. It was stolen by Malia Liska. Liska brings the ball up for. Finds a wide open Bezeric down the left side. Bezeric pulls up, takes another shot, misses. Violet Morin with the rebound. A dribble, a jump shot, 6-footer doesn't go. Rebound Jelly. And Hillsboro having trouble in the paint tonight. I don't know. They're putting points on the board, but they're missing a lot too. McPhail out front to Fisher. Fisher to McPhail. And now Jelly. 3-point shot from the wing. Goes errant. Rebound Bezeric. Bezeric charges up the floor with the Tigers in tow. She'll pull it back out to the free throw line. Tony Mitchell now baseline to Liska. Liska's going to find Tony Mitchell underneath. And Mitchell's going to do her own power move and score a deuce for the Tigers. And we come to the near side to Fisher. Fisher now drops down the baseline to Courts. And it's stolen by Bezeric. Feeds Liska, who brings all the way down the floor, drives down coast to coast, and gets blocked out of bounds. Hillsboro will retain possession of the ball. Checking in for Hillsboro, Lexi Thorson, Cameron Hansen for Kira Bezeric and Lily Von Falkenstein. Tony Mitchell ready to inbound the ball on the near baseline underneath Hillsboro's own basket. Vavrika checking back in for Courts for the Panthers. Mitchell to inbound. She'll find a wide open Liska underneath. Liska dribbles and drops it for 2 points for the good guys. And Jelly brings it up. She'll find Vavrika down on the baseline. She drives the baseline, pulls it back out, brings it out front. And I believe we got our second foul on Hillsboro. We're going to say Tony Mitchell with her first personal, team second. Inbounding the ball on the near sideline underneath her own basket is McKenna McPhail. And she'll find Vavrika, who errantly throws it up. Thorson on the rebound. She'll charge down the floor with the ball. Lexi Thorson brings it near side to Cameron Hansen. Cameron Hansen driving middle of the lane. She'll get it to Thorson. 16-foot jump shot off the back of the iron. And Violet Morin's going to get called for an offensive foul. Robin Nelson doesn't want to hear over the back. That's exactly what she was. And she got, not over the back, but she got her with the body on the backside. We'll put it that way. They bring the ball up the floor. Searles to Jelly to Vavrika. Now Searles fighting with the ball back near half court. Brings it up. Comes the near side to McPhail. We're going to feed it into Jelly. She misses, and Hansen comes on the rebound. Going to dump it up front to Lexi Thorson, who drives the right side and has her shot blocked. McPhail comes out of it with the ball. Outlet to Searles, I believe. Searles throws it into McPhail, and we're going to have a foul on Lexi Thorson. Her first personal, team's fourth. Jalen Blower is going to check in to the game for, I believe, Violet Moore. You get the Panthers on the board here before halftime. And she does. So the ice is broken, and it's all downhill now for the Panthers. So they got their first point on the board. Adriana Jelly. Hillsboro foul is on Lexi Thorson. She picked up two quick ones, two quick personals. Jelly makes both free throws. Blower to Liska, back to Blower on the near side. Now Blower driving in. She gets the ball knocked away from her. It's picked up by Searles. Searles drives the left lane, doesn't go, and rebound comes out with Hansen. Hansen will charge up the floor, coast to coast. Hansen left side, lay in, and good. Jelly with the ball. Should dump it out front to Vavrika. Now down the baseline. Couldn't find the handle on it with Sears. And she dropped the ball out of bounds. Inbounding the ball be Jalen Blower on the near sideline. Savannah Britsky back in the game. She'll check in for Malia Liska. Lily Von Falkenstein back in the game for Tony Mitchell. Cameron Hansen will bring the ball up the floor. She'll dump it near side to Thorson. Thorson drives in, free throw line, inside the lane, center of the lane. And she gets her shot blocked and out of bounds. Hillsboro retain possession. Jalen Blower to inbound the ball for the Tigers. We'll get it into Hansen near side, top of the key to Thorson. Thorson steps back, top of the key. Now she'll get it to Britsky. Britsky on the near side, goes top of the key, and now Von Falkenstein. They're going to hand off to Blower. Blower free throw line back to Thorson. Thorson drives down right side, and her shot again blocked. Picked up by McPhail. And they're going to call Savannah Britsky on a foul. So Searles will inbound the ball near the Iowa Grant bench. Lexi Thorson will take a seat as Kier Bezeric checks back into the game. So Searles will bring the ball up the floor. The ball's knocked away, and they're going to call over and back violation on Searles and the Iowa Grant Panthers. Hillsboro will get possession of the ball. Looking to inbound it is Jalen Blower just across half court. She'll dump it in the back court to Hansen, and Hansen will bring the ball in for Hillsboro. Hansen near side to Von Falkenstein. Von Falkenstein drives the right side, gets caught in traffic in the lane, and it's going to be tied up. It's about the first jump ball we've seen tonight. Possession arrow Hillsboro. Second jump ball, I believe. Blower again to inbound the ball. She gets it tipped on the way in. It's stolen by Searles. So Iowa Grant steals the inbound pass all the way down the court to Jelly, and now all of a sudden I had to do that, didn't I, Jill? Now all of a sudden we're gonna have a tie up a jump ball every time down the floor. Checking into the game for Blower is Lexi Thorson. Inbounding the ball, McPhail. She'll get it to Jelly. Jelly will drive in, left side doesn't go. Rebound, Hawes, and again another jump ball. We just totally tanked that one. We went about 12 minutes without a jump ball. Now we've had 4 in the last minute. And now they call a foul. Going to be foul on Lily von Falkenstein, which will send Jackie Hawes to the line, maybe for a bonus. That's what it was. It was on the floor. Hawes missed the free throw. Bezerk comes out of it. She's going to feed Hansen on the far side. Hansen now driving in the left side. She gets her shot blocked. And Hawes comes up with it and dumps it to Searles. Goes cross court to Courts. And a drive by Courts, I believe, it doesn't go. Rebound Lily von Falkenstein. She'll bring it up the floor. At the free throw line, dump to Thorson, and now Hansen. Hansen down on the baseline, brings it out the far side wing, up top to Savannah Britsky. Britsky with the ball top of the key. She'll drive down the middle, take a shot off the top, doesn't go. Rebound, Courts. Outlet the ball to Searles. Searles to Jelly, I believe. It is indeed, and she'll come across court to Searles. Takes a three-point shot, doesn't go. Rebound Cameron Hansen. Cameron's bringing it up. Everybody behind her, all 9 players on the floor. She'll go coast to coast and drop it in for a deuce. And Jelly brings it across the timeline into the front court. Savannah Britsky stole it. She's all by herself. The smallest person on the floor, left-handed layup, and she missed it. She's got to learn to hang on the rim, Jill.
Yep.
So Searles will come out of it after the great defensive play by Britsky. Feed it the near side to McPhail, and they say she stayed on top of the ball. Jelly with the long two-point shot, rebound Cameron Hansen. Cameron Hansen, I think, is padding her stats tonight. Kira Bezerk to Thorson. Now von Falkenstein will drive it in from the right side and lay it in. Hillsboro with a commanding lead here, getting late in the first half. Jelly with the ball, can't handle it, rolls out of bounds. Hillsboro take possession, and we got the old hockey line change for Hillsboro in the game. Liska, Blower, Mitchell, Morin. Taking a seat is von Falkenstein, Britsky, Bezerk, and Thorson. So Hansen, the lone survivor in the Hillsboro line change, and for Rundy back into the game for Searles, I believe, for Iowa Grant. Cameron Hansen going to feed Violet Morin underneath. Morin's going to tip it back out. And then we got an over and back violation as Hillsboro couldn't track down the loose ball. Turnover, one of the few for Hillsboro tonight. Hillsboro hasn't had a lot of them. And Rundy will inbound it to McPhail and back to Rundy, and here come the Panthers. Rundy near the top of the key. Looking for some help now. She loses her footing and going to get called for traveling. She got tied up in the legs of Malia Liska, lost her footing and fell to the ground. Cameron Hansen going to dump it into Jalen Blower, and Blower will bring it into the front court for Hillsboro. Blower near side to Liska. Liska is going to feed Morin right back out to Hansen. Three-point shot from the wing, and Cameron Hansen nails the three-pointer. And Rundy brings the ball up the floor for the Panthers. Rundy goes far side to Courts. Courts. Looking for Vavrika. Can't get her. Gets it back out to Haas. Haas to Rundy. Rundy top of the key to Vavrika. Vavrika to Haas. Haas with the ball near side. Nowhere to go. It's back out front to Vavrika and now to Rundy. Rundy finds Vavrika blocked by, runs into a roadblock by Morin. Tony Mitchell chases down loose ball, finds Cameron Hansen wide open underneath, and Hansen missed the easiest shot she's had this year. The Hillsboro with a narrow 40-point lead here, closing in on halftime. And Rundy with the ball at the top of the key. Rundy to Hawes, back to Rundy. Rundy in the front court of the ball. She'll drive down, find Courts. Courts going to drive to the right side, come up over the top of Moore, and Liska rebound. Here come the Tigers. They're going to feed Tony Mitchell wide open down the left side. And Mitchell's going to get called for traveling as she hopped like the Easter Bunny right down the lane. A jump stop, a hop, and a jump is traveling, I guess. No guess about it. It's traveling. So Rundy will bring the ball up for the Panthers. Hillsboro missing easy opportunities. Maybe so easy that they don't know what to do with them. Rundy now driving down. Vavrika to the near side. Going to go off of Court's hands. Be Hillsboro's ball on the turnover. Von Falkenstein is going to check in for Cameron Hansen. Blower on the near sideline, ready to inbound to Liska, and she does, and Liska's going to bring it up into the front court for Hillsboro. Liska, far side to Mitchell. Mitchell dribbles down, free throw line, sets, blower free throw line, goes far side to Von Falkenstein. Von Falkenstein feeds Morin underneath. Morin, 4-foot jumper, and she hits it. Hillsboro now leads by 42 in the first half. Final 30 seconds, or getting close anyway. McPhail pulls up, ball's going to be stolen by Von Falkenstein. It's 3-on-1 for Hillsboro, and Mitchell's going to take the Von Falkenstein assist and score twice more for the Tigers. A legs are up and time expires. That'll be the end of the half. As Hillsboro will go to the locker room to discuss things with a narrow 44-point lead at halftime. Scoring for Hillsboro, leading all scorers, is Cameron Hansen with 12, Violet Morin adding 8, Kira Bazarek with 6, Savannah Britsky 4, Malia Liska 4, Lily Von Falkenstein 4, Tony Mitchell with 4, Lexi Thorson with 2, and Jalen Blower with 2 for a total of 46. Scoring for Iowa Grant Panthers, much easier, as we have Adriana Jelly with 2 free throws for 2 points. I'm going to take a break and step away for a minute. Jill looks like she's donning her headset. I'm going to go find me a bag of popcorn. Jill can talk to you a little bit. And I'll be back in a few minutes to once again recap the first half.
All right. Thanks for joining us. If you have not already subscribed, please click subscribe. Doesn't cost anything. It's free. You just need to use your email. If you haven't already given us a thumbs up, please do that. Doesn't unlock any features, but it makes Bob feel good about what he's doing. And I'd like to thank you for watching. If you are interested in donating to the Booster Club, we can set up an ad for you in memory of, in honor of, just a person. It could be a business, it could be a youth group, adult group. We welcome all donations. Donations go to the Boosters Club. the Booster Club for student athletes, and we've given over $60,000 back to the school since we've been in place since 2015. I do not have that screen designed yet, but I was going to have an ad with all of the info on items that we have donated. I do have that on my phone though. Can kind of go through there so you're not listening to nothing. All right. We have the tiger mascot costume. We've donated for the some equipment in the weight room, high school softball training equipment, the gymnasium basketball backboards in here on the sides, the glass backboards we've purchased, banner for the press box out by the football field, volleyball, some training supplies and their huddle program. We've donated warm-ups for the boys basketball and girls basketball in the past, singlets for the wrestling team, softball jerseys, pants, bats, baseball shirts, bats, and helmets, an end zone camera for the football team, the enclosed trailer that you see going around town every once in a while, especially during football season, holds all those smelly pads and smelly helmets. That was purchased by the Booster Club. Uh, Miscellaneous training supplies for the volleyball team, batting cages, indoor batting cages for baseball and softball, game balls for baseball, um, football, the down markers on the field. Uh, we've donated when this pandemic started. There was a big push for face masks for athletes. We purchased all the fall athletes' face masks to wear during their sporting events. Those are the ones with the tigers on the side that you see out there. Live streaming equipment, thanks to all the donations after we started streaming, because at first we paid for all of the equipment with Bob's credit card. So we didn't know what was going on. We didn't know what we were doing. And so we just streamed everything or we just bought everything. And if it worked, it worked. If it didn't, it didn't. But thanks to all the donations, we were able to pay that off. Baseball batting helmets, bats for baseball. Dr. Dish, our latest huge purchase was a Dr. Dish shooting machine for the girls and boys basketball program. It's a shooting rebound device that keeps track of shots, rebounds, sets up skills for the players. We have purchased a brand new score table that will be arriving any day now. That will replace the one in the gym here. We have uh, also, what are we also? We purchased something else that's coming. We will be purchasing a uh, batting cage. It's not really a batting cage. It's a foul ball batting cage that goes on the back of the baseball players when they hit, so foul balls get caught. We lose a lot of baseballs down over the bank. Um, Boys have cut and poison ivy going down for the baseball. So between that and trying to keep foul balls away from the track, the new track and the track athletes, just kind of a safety measure. So that will be coming this spring. And again, if you'd like to donate, please get a hold of me. My information is all over the place for you to get information to get a hold of me. I can help you set up an ad, or we can use an ad that you already have in place. Here we'll go back to the field. So tonight we have girls currently playing Iowa Grant varsity. We will have boys varsity following this, but I do want you to know that we will be stopping the stream and then restarting the stream. So the boys and girls each have their own stream to go back to, so it doesn't have to be one continuous stream. So please reconnect after the girls' game. Like I said, we will disconnect and then start a new live stream so they are individual games to be viewed and you don't have to go through the whole girls' game to get to the boys' game. Hope that makes sense. Again, give us a thumbs up. Click on that little thumb guy. Click subscribe. By subscribing, you help us unlock features on YouTube. We're hoping, fingers crossed, tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, the boys play in New Lisbon. I'm going to attempt to live stream that. I have some different equipment that I'm going to use, and it's not going to be as smooth as me being up in this little box. We will have to be down in the bleachers, but we'll see if I can get a signal and stream tomorrow night's game. But also, when you subscribe with your email, all that does is send you emails when we are streaming. So when we're live streaming, you will get an email confirming, uh, saying, hey, the Hillsboro Booster Club is streaming, just letting you know. The other team has not come back.
Well, thanks, Jill. I'm we're back for the second half. We've seen this happen once before where the team did not come out at halftime and it resulted in a technical foul. 10 seconds left, then I believe they have a minute to get out of the floor. As Hillsboro's going to break the huddle, and Hillsboro going to put their 5 players on floor. It appears to be Bzeric, Hanson, Liska, Moore, and Mitchell. Iowa Grant has still not come out of the locker room, so we're looking at a technical foul here shortly. That'll really blow this game open. The referees are discussing it. They're saying, hey, we're ready to play. No one's here. What do we do? I think they're discussing it now, saying we don't want to add insult to injury.
Hillary said they're coming.
And so we're just going to sit and patiently wait. And here they come onto the floor. No doubt in my mind, if the game was close, they'd be calling a technical foul. But we're not here to do that tonight. And so all teams are on the floor. Hillsboro with possession of the ball to open the second half. Bzeric will be inbounding to Cameron Hanson. Hanson will take the inbound pass and bring it in the front court for Hillsboro. Hanson comes near side to Liska. Liska to Hanson, going to open up 3-point shot. Hanson is hot tonight. She's got 15 on the night. So Jelly with the ball. She'll bring it down, dump it to Rundy. Rundy working the far wing. Back to Vavrica. She'll come out front to Hawes. Hawes near side to Rundy. Rundy on the near side wing, back to Hawes. Hawes finds Jelly. Jelly drives the right baseline, and it's going to be stolen by Liska. Dumps it down court to Tony Mitchell. And Mitchell is going to lay it in on the right side. Mitchell now with 6 on the night for the Tigers. Jelly will storm down the floor, and they're going to find Rundy. Rundy kicks out to Hawes, top of the key. Hawes to Rundy. Rundy near the top of the key, now to Vavrica. Vavrica looking for somebody to feed it to. Now she'll dribble, bring it to Hawes, near side to Jelly. Jelly gonna pull up, back out to Vivrika, and now Rundy. Rundy on the far side to Jelly. Jelly at far near side wing, far side ring rather, brings it over to Hawes near the top of the key. Hawes and near side to Quartz. Quartz dribbles down, drives the baseline and scores. So Jalissa Quartz on the board with 2 tonight. Bring it to Kira Bazarek. If you've joined us late, the score that you see on the scoreboard is correct. Kira Bazarek driving down the right side and will score. So Bazarek drops in another deuce of her own. Bazarek with 8 on the night. Jelly will bring the ball up the court for Iowa Grant. Going to feed Quartz. Quartz drives it again. Violet Morin on the rebound off the miss. Outlet to Hansen. Now up court to Liska. Liska driving the right side. She's going to get, they're going to say fouled. So fouled on the floor, they're saying, by Quartz. That's her first personal, team's first of the second half. Tony Mitchell inbound the ball for the Tigers. Mitchell looking, and she bounced it right behind Kier Bazarek into Quartz's hands. Go for a steal on the inbound pass, and Jelly going coast to coast. Goes against Violet Morin, like shooting over a tower. And picking up the garbage is Hawes on the board for her first 2 tonight. Kier Bazarek storms on the floor with the ball. Now the left side, kick it out front to Mitchell. Now the far side wing to Hansen. And now out to Liska, who's going to feed Violet Morin, who was wide open, decided to feed Tony Mitchell instead. Now back out to Hansen, 3-point shot. Hansen tickles the twines for another 3. She's got 18 on the night. Hansen 1 off of her season high. Jelly brings the ball down to Rundy. Rundy to Hawes. Hawes clear across court down low to Jelly. Hawes going to take a long shot. Goes errant and out of bounds. Rather, that was Rundy with the long shot. Checking in to Sears. She's going to check in for Quartz. And for Hillsboro, Lexi Thorson will check in for Cameron Hansen. Kira Bazarek will bring the ball up the floor for the Tigers into the front court near the top of the key. Bazarek to Thorson. Thorson on the far wing going to feed Violet Morin. Morin turned around, just kind of a hook shot in. Morin now with 10 on the night for the Tigers. And Lexi Thorson is going to steal the Jelly pass. She's going to throw it down, feed Malia Liska, who's going to find Kira Bazarek wide open on the left side. And Bazarek now 10 on the night. And we're going to have a Iowa Grant timeout. They'll only have 1 remaining after this. Let's pay some bills, Jill. We got a full timeout. I'd like to thank the Farmers State Bank for supporting Hillsboro Tigers and Hillsboro Athletics, and also the Hillsboro Brewing Company for all the support they've given to the Hillsboro Tiger Athletic Booster Club. I'd like to thank the Metco team for their support of the Hillsboro Tiger Athletic teams. And we'd also like to thank Mr. B Smokehouse Meats in downtown Hillsboro. They're open Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Get weekend ready with Mr. B's. The Hillsboro breaks the timeout. They've got Lexi Thorson, Tony Mitchell, Jalen Blower, Malia Liska, and Lily Von Falkenstein on the floor. Not a whole lot Hillsboro can talk over if you joined us late. Early on in the second half, the score is right. Hillsboro 60, Iowa Grant 6. On the floor for Iowa Grant, Hawes, Rundy, Vricka, Sears, and Jelly. Sears will inbound to Jelly. And up the floor they come. Jelly to the near far side. On the far side wing is Searles. And she'll try to bounce it into Hawes, and the ball goes out of bounds. We turn over Hillsboro ball. Jalen Blower to inbound to Liska. And here come the Tigers. Liska near the top of the key for Hillsboro. Goes to the far side wing to Thorson. Now back to Blower. Now Thorson. Thorson on the far side wing. Kick it back out front to Von Falkenstein. Now Tony Mitchell on the baseline. Mitchell bring it out to Thorson. Thorson to von Falkenstein to Blower. Now Thorson on the near side with the ball. Thorson to Blower. Blower to Liska. Liska on the far side with the ball. Now going to dump it into Lily von Falkenstein, who's going to get fouled on the floor. Tony Mitchell to inbound the ball on the near baseline underneath Hillsboro's basket. And she'll find Malia Liska, who errantly shoots the ball. Rebound Jelly, Iowa Grant. Up come the Panthers with the ball. Jelly goes far side to Rundy. Far side wing with the ball. Rundy will try to feed Hawes. Loose ball, and Liska's going to come up with it. Flipping to von Falkenstein. Now down to Mitchell. Mitchell's going to feed a wide open von Falkenstein underneath. The shot partially blocked. Jelly comes away with it. Jelly on the near side wing, going to drive to the right side and in. She has 4 on the night for the Panthers. Hillsboro quickly moves it down. Thorson back to Blower. Blower's going to drive the lane and get blocked by Searles. Checking in game for Hillsboro, Savannah Britsky. In the game for Iowa Grant. Show me your numbers, girls. McKenna, McPhail, and Terrace Baker. Long shot by Blower, the three-pointer. Blower now with 5 on the night. And Jules brings it down. Jelly brings it down, gets to McPhail. McPhail with the ball in trouble, and Blower's going to tie it up. They're going to say jump ball, possession arrow, Iowa Grant. Looks like Mackenzie Woodhouse going to check in for Tony Mitchell. And Rundy to inbound the ball. She'll get it into McPhail in the front court for Iowa Grant. Now to Jelly. Jelly in the front court with the ball. Near the top of the key, near the free throw line. She loses a handle on it, flips it to McPhail. McPhail driving right side, jumps up, 16-foot jumper. Doesn't go. Rebound von Falkenstein. Von Falkenstein will cruise up the court with the ball, and the Tigers. She'll get it to Britsky. Britsky drives right side, gets it blocked by, nice block by Searles. Rundy with the ball, top of the key. She'll skip around, get it to Jelly. And she's going to get it tied up by Savannah Britsky. Be Hillsboro's ball with the possession arrow. Jalen Blower to inbound the ball. She'll dump it into Britsky. Britsky back to Blower. Blower will bring the Tigers up the floor. Blower to Woodhouse and to Thorson, and the ball's McPhail knocks the ball out of her hands. Hillsboro will retain possession. Blower to inbound the ball on the near sideline for Hillsboro. Blower's going to dump it into von Falkenstein. Back to Blower. Blower on the near side with the ball. Take it across court to Thorson. Long 20-footer off the front of the rim. And Britsky fighting for it. Blower will pick it up, get it to von Falkenstein. And now Blower in the front court with the ball. Blower takes it to far wing. Britsky pulls up, 17-footer, gets blocked by McPhail. McPhail and Britsky's going to tie it up again. This time the ball is going to go to Iowa Grant. Checking into the game for Iowa Grant. Court's going to check in for Rundy. And Searles will inbound to Jelly, and up the floor come the Panthers. McPhail with the ball, going to try to feed it inside to Baker. Baker can't get it to go. And Lily von Falkenstein is going to make a drive, and she's going to go to the line to shoot a pair of free throws. So the foul is on Terrace Baker, her first personal, team's third. Lily von Falkenstein on the line to shoot a pair of free throws. She'll take that one off the back of the iron. Lily coming into the game, a 58% free throw shooter. Milena Woyerl hoping she makes this so she can check in. And Liddy does make it, so they get to play some more. So Searles will get the rebound and bring the ball up the floor for the Panthers. Now she'll dump it the far side to Jelly, and she brings it into the front court. And Savannah Britsky steals the ball. She's all by herself down the right side, misses the lay-in. Jelly with the layup. Hillsboro's missed some very, very easy shots tonight. Maybe too easy. Maybe that's why they're missing them. Jelly drives the lane. She's going to be fouled. Go to the line to shoot two. She had the only 2 points in the first half, 2 free throws, so we know she can make them. The Hillsboro foul is going to be on, I'm going to say Mackenzie Woodhouse. That's her first personal, team's first. And Adriana Jelly got it going with the free throws. 3 for 3 so far tonight. Lining up for shot number 4 on the night. And I can't jinx her. She's got 5 points on the night for the half the points she's got for Iowa Grant. Blower brings the ball up 4, finds Woodhouse. Woodhouse going to feed Woyerl. And a fight for the ball. It goes out of bounds. They say off Woyerl. And Rundy set to inbound the ball for the Panthers with 10 minutes left to play in the game. Inbound to Jelly. And Savannah Britsky applying full court pressure. And Rundy back to Jelly. Jelly brings it near side to Courts. And she's going to get it past Rundy and out of bounds. That'll be a turnover, Hillsboro ball. Checking in, Vavrika is going to check into the game. Taking a seat is going to be Baker. Faith Seeley in the game for Lexi Thorson. Savannah Britsky near the scorer's table to inbound the ball. She'll dump it into Blower. Blower brings it across the timeline and back down to Britsky. Britsky's going to try to feed Warrior and it's knocked out of bounds by Vavrika. Hillsboro retained possession of the ball. Blower to inbound for Hillsboro on the near baseline underneath their own basket. And the ball swatted away and hits Jalen Blower standing out of bounds. Be a turnover on Hillsboro. Rundle inbound to Jelly and Jelly up the floor for the Panthers. She's going to feed McPhail. McPhail's going to drive the right side, get free throw line, kick it back out to Rundy, and now the far side to Jelly. Jelly going to feed Rundy underneath, and the ball stolen by Woodhouse. Woodhouse to Blower. Blower across the timeline, and the Tigers set their offense. Comes near side to Seeley. Seeley back out front to Woodhouse. Woodhouse back to Seeley. Seeley drives in, pumps it back out to Woodhouse. Woodhouse to Seeley. Seeley on the near side, drives in, free throw line, feeds it into Woodhouse. Woodhouse can't get her hook shot to go. Rebound, Jelly. Unless it's really flagrant, I think the referee's going to just get this one in the books. I don't blame them. They're going to let them play. Now the ball stolen by Britsky. Britsky down the left side, and that was the hardest shot she's had tonight. She made that one. Britsky was 6 on the night. Rundy brings the ball up the floor. She had a nice left hand on that. Rundy brings the ball near the top of the key. Gets in trouble, fires it up. Jelly finds it underneath on the baseline, comes in, and they're going to call a foul, I think, on Faith Seeley, who went to block the ball and maybe got a little wrist. Well, Jelly will go to the line to shoot 2. Faith Seeley on the foul, her first personal, team's second. And she nails another one. Eight points on the night for Adriana. She's perfect from the line, 6 for 6. Cameron Hansen in the game. And Kira Bezeric in the game. Faye Seeley, she got the ball. Cameron Hansen, now Kira Bezeric. Here Berserk to face Sealy. Sealy's going to take a shot, doesn't score. The ball comes to Searles, and they're going to call a jump ball again. Hillsboro possession. Hillsboro get the ball at the near baseline. Tony Mitchell also in the game. So Mitchell will inbound the ball. And they get it to Berserk underneath. And Berserk's going to kick it out. That shouldn't be over and back. There's no control of the ball. Pick up the ball, and they're going to call it over and back. Debatable on that one, as there was no control when that ball went over. It had touched both players. Who's going to argue in a game with a point spread this far? Rundy to inbound the ball. She'll get it to Jelly. Jelly going to drive the baseline, take a shot, score. She's got 10 points on the night. Believe it or not, she's in double figures. She's got 10 of the 14 for Iowa Grant. Cameron Hansen. She's on the wing. She'll find Sealy. Takes a free throw jump shot. Megan Muller in the game for Hillsboro. And Searles will bring the ball up the floor for Iowa Grant. Searles drives down the far side. Dump it to Quartz. Quartz out front to Rundy. Rundy. Back to Vavrika. Vavrika, free throw line, back out to Searles. Searles finds Rundy. Rundy with a nice move. And Megan Muller with a nice defensive play. Gets Iowa Grant to turn it over. In the game for Iowa Grant. I didn't catch your number. I see you're sitting on there. I'll get it later. Berserk with the ball on the wing. Looks like Hawes back in the game. Mitchell to Hansen. Hansen to Berserk. Berserk, top of the key. Patiently waiting for the offense to move. Not a whole lot of movement on either team right now. Berserk drives down near side. Gets to the top of the key. Now Berserk right side drives the lane and in. Kira with 12 points on the night. And Jelly brings the ball across the timeline, top of the key. Caught in traffic. And now throw the ball off the unsuspecting hands of Quartz. Be a turnover for Hillsboro. Lexi Thorson in the game. Mackenzie Woodhouse in the game. And Malia Liska in the game. Hansen, Berserk, and Mitchell are going to take a seat. Woodhouse inbounds to Liska. And Liska to the top of the key for Hillsboro. Liska going to drive down the lane, left side, be fouled. Liska will go to the line to shoot a pair of free throws. Liska, 47% free throw shooter. And she misses the first one. The last foul on Iowa Grant on Rundy. She's playing now with 4 fouls. With 4 minutes to play, we got a continuous clock. And Liska's going to roll that one in. So Liska 1 for 2 from the free throw line. She's got 5 on the night. And Jelly's going to bring down the ball. Cross court to and Rundy with a 3-point shot. Doesn't go. Megan Muller with a rebound. She'll outlet to Sealy. Sealy to Thorson. Thorson on the far wing with the ball. Thorson will skip it across, go far side wing to Liska. Liska comes near side to Sealy. Sealy near the free throw line. Going to dump it off to Liska. 3-point shot from the baseline for Liska off the back of the iron. Hawes rebound, outlet to Jelly. And the Panthers are coming with just over 3 minutes to play. Jelly to McPhail. McPhail to Hawes. Hawes at the top of the key to Jelly. Jelly's going to feed Rundy underneath, and I believe we got another foul now, I think, on Faith Sealy again. Foul on the floor. Rundy set to inbound the ball. Was the second foul on Faith Sealy, her team's third. In the game for Hillsboro, Britsky, Blower, and Wardrow. It's just with about 2.5 to play. So Jelly with the ball on the near wing. She'll drive down and off of Britsky. She almost got away with one. Iowa Grant will maintain possession of the ball. They'll dump the ball into Jelly. Jelly's going to far side to Searles. Searles drive the left side, and they're going to call a jump ball as Jalen Blower got a hand on that ball and rode it all the way up. Back in the game face Sealy and Von Falkenstein. Thorson and Blower check out. I believe they're probably done for the night as on a continuous clock. We're down to a minute 40 seconds. Searles will bring the ball to the top. They'll dump it near side to Jelly. Jelly working the near side wing, and it gets stolen. Royal, now Sealy. Sealy's going to dump it down to Woodhouse. Woodhouse going to feed Britsky underneath. Back out to Von Falkenstein. Now Britsky. Britsky drives the left baseline and doesn't go. Rebound underneath is Jelly. They're going to call a jump ball. Hillsboro's going to maintain possession. And with a minute left to play, Megan Muller's going to check into the game for Britsky, as her night is probably done, more than likely. So Sealy to inbound the ball. Muller with a jump shot off the front of the iron. Sealy with a jump shot. Sealy's fouled and will go to the line to shoot two. The clock's going to run out before she gets done shooting free throws, as we're down to about 30 seconds. Last foul on Jelly, her first personal, team's fifth. Sealy's first free throw is in. She's in the books. She lines up for one more. Sealy come in tonight that's her first free throw. She made two of them. She's shooting 100%. So Sealy makes her first two free throws of the season as Jelly goes down and scores her 12th point of the night. She's got 12 of the 16. And Hillsboro's going to sneak away with a 70-16 win.
Hurry up and see your points because we got to go down there.
So leading the way for Hillsboro, Cameron Hansen with 18, Kira Bezerick with 12, Violet Moore with 10. Adding 6 apiece is Savannah Britsky and Tony Mitchell. Adding 5 is Jalen Blower. Lily Von Falkenstein had 4. Lexi Thorson 2, Faith Sealy 2, for a total of 70. For Iowa Grant, Adriana Jelly with 12, Jalissa Quartz with 2, and Jackie Hawes with 2. Parents' night here in Hillsboro for the boys. We're going to take a break. You can watch and listen in if you like. We'll be back in a few minutes with boys basketball action.
Okay, as soon as we're done here, I'm going to stop and restart. Just going to start a new stream so the boys have their own game. So please recheck back in. All right, so I'm going to stop the stream so the girls have their own game and restart so the boys have their own game. So